Wagwan guys, and on today's special edition of International Break, I'm going to tell you why your life doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things and why you will never be understood until you are dead. The honest truth is until you die, until the day you die, you will never be able to understand why you're here. You will never be able to understand anything. The honest truth is that um if you understand that this life is pointless and everything you do is basically a vanity project, you will finally understand the hope of illusion, or the illusion of hope as they call it. And the honest truth about hope is a lie, it's a delusion. The thing about hope is that hope is what you give yourself when everything is dark, but the honest truth is hope is a lie. Because when you give yourself hope, when you give yourself that drug, that suspended belief, what is actually waiting for you on the other side? What is actually waiting for you on that other side of everything? What's the point of this life? You're born, you suffer. You might not suffer as much as other people. And even if you're suffering, there's always someone that is doing worse than you're doing right now, which is crazy because there's a bottom, like you can get to the very bottom of the pit and you can discover that it's even lower. And no one will understand that more than you will. And unfortunately, not your parents, not your family, not even those friends or those people that you think are your closest people. They'll never understand that, unfortunately. And I've come to the conclusion that until the day I die, no one really know who I truly am. Even when you die, who really knows what you are? Your life is a huge aggregate of days, weeks, years of everything coming together in one big blur of fantasy, reality. You may do something once and people think you've done that thing 100 times. You may do something 100 times and people may only think you've done that thing twice. And that's just reality, you know? What is really the truth? What is really a lie? The only true facts, the only facts that remain are those things that may have been documented, because if not, every other thing that you do can be fabricated. You may not know the difference between what really happened, what didn't happen, and eventually, by the time you investigate these things, you discover that you're lost once again and you're wondering. There's some that wonder, they know where they're going. Maybe they're just wandering for the sake of it. There are some people that you just find them, they may know what they're doing, even when they are lost in the wilderness, even when they are blind. It's like I'm in my 20s, and most of the time, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just basically floating through life, seeing where it takes me through love and heartbreak and the despair of my own existence. Yeah, this is pretty depressing, but at the end of the day, life is depressing. Life is a lie. Life is a pointless merry-go-round of nothingness. Whether God exists, whether it's Allah, hell, whether it's even indigo and all the astral stars that align when you finally die and you find yourself in purgatory, does it really matter? That's all.